flip-flops. My name is Corey and I am a tourist. Hey, sexy lady. So, I just got back from a cruise to the Bahamas. We took a road trip down to South Carolina, got on a cruise ship for 5 days, and then took a road trip back. Lots of time for shenanigans. I took some of the best quotes and I put them all in this bowl and... You ready? Whatever. I feel like I smell like a sweaty coconut. Random lady in the elevator, it's not coconut. Okay, that was just rude. Kim, where did Scotland go? Corey, he went with Red Lips Old Hag. Let's explain one thing to start. There were no American workers on the ship. All of the crew members or the people you interacted with were from all over. India, cool Filipino women, UK areas, Australia. We ran up to this guy and he's like, would you like to go into the nightclub? Oh, thank God, that was awful. And I grabbed his name tag and I said, you sound fun, where are you from? And he was from Scotland. His name was Kenneth. And we saw him later with this girl who led karaoke named Michelle, and she looked like she was 22, and then he saw her up close, and she was wrinkly and had bright red lipstick, and she was at least 37. He said, oh, we're going to the staff bar. That was closer that time. And Michelle goes, crew only. It's like a floating mall. Corey, what if this was a murder mystery cruise and you got killed first? Talking to Chris. Kim, then nobody would want to solve it and we'd just all be like, eh, that's some straight up ginger hate. No thanks, Maple Leaf, you're too old for me. The entertainment on the cruise was lackluster at best. One piano bar, which is where we ended up hanging out most of the time, because it was this Canadian chick. She would make this really intense eye contact. It was like awkward, like she was trying to hit on you the whole time. This is what cruising does to you. Every bridesmaid's quote ever. It's the 90s. Wi-Fi should be free. It's like a civil right. There's a colonial woman on the Lido deck. There is something they're not telling us. I had a dream the ship went down. You were there. So right now we're walking around inside the Atlantis Resort, and we don't even go here. Welcome home, Kim, Corey, and Chris. This was from our housekeeping manager person, Conrad. He memorized our names. They take your towels every day and they shape them into like little animal sculptures. Is that a seal? Why? You need to take a picture before I bitch slap it off. It is a seductive pig. What are you? Amelia when she's behaving, Amy when she's being sassy and trashy. For all of the people who told me before I left that you're not going to feel the ship rock back and forth, y'all bunch of liars. Me too. I don't know. And ours is way over there. Of course, with a fancy cruise ship, we decided to give it a fancy name. We called our ship Amelia when she's behaving, and then when we're rocking and rolling, Amy. Just drink until your sway matches the ship's sway. They sort of cancel each other out. This entire lounge smells like one big Febrezed fart. Are you admiring our photos? So there is one hallway on the cruise ship where literally every 10 feet was a photographer set up with a new background. One floor of the atrium that the walls were covered in all of these photos that people had taken. We did one photo shoot. It's like an episode of Full House right there in one photo.
I feel like we should have done this one too.
What gets me are the slimy parts in my mouth. The food was excellent. This is going on YouTube, kids. Until one night when Chris ordered lamb that was not exactly carved the way he would like it. It's so much cooler already. Yeah, this is really cool. This is like Indiana Jones type shit. One of our biggest goals for this cruise was to try to make some cruise friends, and we found them the very first day. A young couple started talking to us right from the security line. Later, we ended up being at the same check-in desk. Later, at the safety briefing. We named them Matt and Megan. We were creeping them hardcore. We know you are here somewhere. We were just in the elevator with Matt and Megan! One day, they had breakfast right next to us. We want to be their friends so bad. Back in the US, the last day, they sat right next to us while we all waited for our rides, and we talked to them for like a full-on 30 minutes. But we still never asked what their real names were.
I already wasted too much money at the carnival, so can't gamble at the Atlantis.
One thing I could not stand were that the ports that we stopped in, Freeport and Nassau, were sort of total tourist traps. Freeport, definitely. Nassau was a bit nicer. So many shops peddling the same shot glasses, the same little bags and hats and t-shirts over and over and over again. We'll stand at the door of their shop and yell out, "Shot glasses, t-shirts, in your size!" You know what my size is. Don't point at me. And then this little piece of crap on my wrist right here, who I was scammed into buying. This lady stood at the entrance to buy tickets to get on this ferry. She asked if we wanted to go on the ferry, and I said, yeah, we do. And we put out our wrists, and she put these bracelets on there, and I thought it was our ticket to the ferry. So she said, the bracelet is for a donation because they're made by special school children. Well, I gave her $4 for my ticket to the ferry, and then an extra $1 for the bracelet. Turns out, I paid $5 for this piece of crap bracelet and got no ride on the ferry. Taxi cab drivers, instead of you hailing them, they stand on the street corner once again and shout out the places they know where to drive to. And you walk up to them and just nod, and they will put you in their creepy, creepy Taken van, and you will pray that Liam Neeson is nearby, but he's not.
The Morgan Freeman of the Bahamas just told us to walk this way.
Overall, though, we actually had a lot of fun. It was a really great trip, and we're considering another one, hopefully, in the near future. Get your milkshake under control. There's gonna be a line of boys out here.